honestly feels like such a long time since I last picked up the camera like this, but hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this week's video. If you are new here, my name is Lisa and I'm a freelancer in Cornwall, and if you're not new here, then welcome back. Also, if you're not new here, thank you for bearing with me. I know I've been a bit quiet on YouTube. It has been a crazy couple of months, and if I'm being honest with you, I've just struggled to pick up the camera again since coming back off my holiday. So if you watched my last vlog, you will see that I went to the Caribbean for a week on a Disney cruise. If you haven't watched that video yet, definitely check it out, but it was so much fun, but it did take its toll in my personal life in terms of the routine that I had, and when I was going away I had to prepare for the time off. So I managed to take an entire 10 days off work, which is amazing, completely offline, no emails, no client work, no social media. It was absolutely needed for my mental health, but it almost made it worse when I came back, because trying to get back on the horse after you've had so much time off, for me, I found it quite difficult just to get back into the swing of things. In the lead up to the holiday, it was literally working day and night to get all of the work done ahead of time, everything scheduled ahead of time so that I could then actually have the time off. And I managed it, you know, I'm really happy that I managed to take that time off, but it kind of drained me. So when I was on the holiday, I was very much like, oh my God, take a big exhale and just enjoy the time off. And then when I got back, it was obviously jumping straight back into my freelance business, working on my client work and focusing on getting the stuff I really need to get done, you know, the stuff that pays the bills. I had to jump back into that world, but any of the, I guess, like extra stuff that I like to do, like my vlogging, even like my fitness and my health, I've just been completely neglecting it. And I will give myself grace. I do think when you go on holiday, there's like a grace period before and after, but I have definitely gone past the grace period now, and it's just getting to the point where if I don't start again soon, I'm never gonna start. And I hate that about myself. I'm very all or nothing, and it's been very much more leaning towards the nothing than the all. And yeah, I just thought, you know what? It's Monday morning. I have no reason not to start a weekly vlog. I'm gonna pick this camera up. I'm just gonna film my week, and this vlog will be a kind of getting out of that rut and just like throwing myself back into all the things that I love to do. I do feel like when I'm vlogging as well, it helps me with the accountability for the other things that I want to be doing. So whether that's eating well, getting exercise in, like doing fun things, exploring, like that's all the stuff that I love to do, being creative. And I think that picking up the camera is going to help with that. So that's kind of the theme of this week's vlog. It's very much getting out of the rut. If you are sat there watching this right now and thinking, oh my God, I'm exactly the same, like I just cannot get going, then this is the vlog for you. Definitely, we're in this together. I don't want you to feel like you are the only person, because that's kind of how I felt when I got back from my holiday. You think everyone around you is just like living their life as normal. Sometimes I feel like when you wallow in that feeling, it makes it worse. I also think when you're in that frame of mind where you know what you need to be doing, you know what you want to be doing, but your brain is literally like, nah, we're not doing that today, or oh, you've had too much time off now, you're gonna have lost your fitness, or you haven't vlogged in so long, no one's going to care now if you post a video or not. Like, these are the things that my brain tells me in these moments, and it's so unhelpful. So my advice would be just like throw yourself back in, and I think that's what I need to do this week. Whether that is putting your trainers on and getting out for a run, even if it's going to be rubbish and you haven't ran in months, just do it. Pick up the camera, press record. Doesn't matter if it's perfect, just film. If you're feeling disconnected from friends and you feel like, oh, I haven't spoken to my friends in a while, no one's going to want to hear from me, don't listen to your brain, it's all lies. Pick up the phone, call someone, text someone. People will be happy to hear from you. You know, life gets busy, but I think sometimes we can gaslight ourselves into thinking that when you jump off the horse, you just can't get back on. There's no way back. You've ruined it. And I don't know, maybe not everyone's got that frame of mind, but I sure do. And it's very unhelpful to me in these moments. So this is my jumping back on the horse vlog. I hope it helps you. If you enjoyed this week's vlog, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'm just gonna bring you along, and we're gonna have hopefully a lovely, calm, productive week. First port of call is to head over to my friend's house because I am cat sitting for her and her boyfriend this week. She only lives 5 minutes from my house and she's gone on holiday, so I said I'd help her out, but it kind of makes sense and it isn't really much of a burden for me because, as you guys know, I work from home most of the time, so it's really just driving 5 minutes down the road, bringing my laptop and sitting at her house and working instead of working at mine. And it's actually been quite nice. It's a bit of a change of scene, and as you guys know, I love animals, especially cats, so it's not really felt like I've been doing the favour because I've just got to hang out with their lovely cat, and he is gorgeous. He's a bit more like a dog, to be honest. He's so affectionate and just wants to be by your side all the time. It's been really lovely to have some company while I've been working. I went to Truro today to get my hair done, and not that you need to get your hair done or have anything done to make yourself feel good. It does help, right? It does help. I feel like a new woman. My hair really needed some love. I've been on holiday in the last month, and we've also had a lot of heat here in the UK, so my hair was feeling just a little bit frazzled, and I haven't actually had a colour done since before Christmas, so I feel like it really needed that because it was starting to really lighten on the ends. But it's great because pretty much from like here upwards, that's all my natural colour now. So it's really just like blending down and low lighting the last bits of blonde that are in my hair. So I'm almost a certified brunette again. And I definitely feel most myself when I have darker hair versus blonde. The day has just got away with me. Honestly, I meant to actually vlog before I went in, but I got to Truro with like 20 minutes to spare and I thought, oh, I'm gonna be early, I might go grab a coffee. No. I could not get parked for love nor money in Truro. It was really busy, and yeah, it's just anyone who knows that it's parking in Cornwall in the summer, just forget it unless you're super early. So I had to like drive around all different car parks, and I ended up nearly being late for the appointment. But yeah, it was nice to catch up with my friend as well, who is also my hairdresser. She did an amazing job, but I didn't get to vlog before. You can kind of see from like my previous vlog that it was looking very frazzled and light on the ends as well. Other than getting my hair done, which did take a good 4 hours in the middle of the day, I have just been running errands. I did a big food shop and restocked my fridge because my fridge was like just dust balls in there at this point. There was nothing in there, so it feels good to have restocked the fridge. And I also did a bit of cat sitting. So the cat that I'm looking after all week, I went and sat with him for a few hours, played with him, made sure he was fed, happy, lots of attention and cuddles. And now I'm back home. I've just baked a loaf of bread that is fresh out of the bread maker, and I'm gonna make some dinner now, and then I think I'm just gonna watch a bit of Love Island and go to bed. I said to myself I wasn't gonna watch Love Island this year because I feel like at nearly 31 years old, like maybe we're past Love Island, but I just can't help it. I'm a sucker for trash reality TV, and you know, it's not cool, it's not super educational, but the heart wants what it wants. So I think I'm gonna watch an episode of Love Island tonight. I also really want to start Off Campus on Netflix. Everyone is talking about that, so that is definitely going on my watch list this weekend. Here's my bread that I made earlier. Isn't she a beaut? I also don't know if you can tell, but I have had some lighting sorted in my kitchen, and I say I've had it sorted. I sorted it myself because it is very dark in this flat, and I think I've spoken about this in my vlog before, but I have really small windows that are quite far away for the size of the room that this is, so it doesn't get a huge amount of natural light, which is one of the few downfalls of this flat. But hey, you can't have everything, especially in a rental. So yeah, I have actually like popped these little LED, not LED, what are they called, strip lights into the bottom of the cabinets. So I've got like one here, so just this corner is so brightened up. And then the most transformational corner is actually this corner, which is by my fridge. And it's just like, when you turn this light off, let me turn it off a minute, and you can kind of see like how much of a difference it makes. Look how dark that is. It like lights up this entire corner of the room. So I'm really happy that I've got that sorted, because in previous vlogs, I'm just thinking this light is not lighting. And at one point I had like a ring light that I was setting up, but when I'm doing like more foodie stuff and like cooking videos, it's just not giving the vibe I want it to give on YouTube. So I'm quite pleased with that, and I'm very proud of myself that I set them up all myself, and it was pretty easy. I've had such a hectic day from start to finish. The day that I thought I was going to have when I woke up is not the day that I've had. I had a content shoot that was in the diary for tomorrow, cancel and change to next week, just because the weather's not looking great tomorrow, but the weather is looking amazing next week. And then another client messaged me super last minute being like, I don't suppose there's any chance you're free this afternoon to come and capture our event that we completely kind of forgot to invite you to get the content. And luckily, because I had a cancellation, I was able to squeeze them in. I'm just moving all of the desk work that I was meant to do today to tomorrow. So that's really good because I managed to pick up a new shoot. But yeah, it was just kind of crazy, like last minute scrambling around, getting all my stuff together. I also had to make sure that I had fed the cat and the cat was happy before I could go on the shoot. And I had meetings this morning as well that ran over. So it's been a real hectic day. I do feel quite frazzled. But the one thing that I wanted to do this evening is to go and see the Pentire poppies at Polly Joke. I think I actually vlogged this last year, but it was a little bit too late and the poppies weren't at their peak, whereas I think now is the perfect time to go and see them. I'm going to go with my friend, we're going to have a nice walk, decompress from our busy working days and yeah, just enjoy the poppies. If you are in the Newquay area from sort of the end of May through to kind of the beginning of July, it's definitely something I would recommend checking out. They are sort of a famous sight to see in Newquay. The whole of the cliff tops and the coastal path along Polly Joke Beach is just covered in red poppies. It's just like a beautiful sea of red. So if you are visiting Cornwall around this time of year, then definitely get that on your list because it's well worthwhile. It always does look a little bit better in the sunshine and it's quite cloudy and mizzly today, but I still think I want to go because I feel like if I don't go tonight, then I'll end up getting too busy and not being able to see them this year. So I think I'd rather see them, even if it's cloudy and a little bit grey, than to not see them at all. If you guys were thinking, that poppy field didn't actually look that cool and worthwhile visiting, I will say that it did seem to be a bit more sparse this year than I have seen in previous years. However, it was still lovely and I would still recommend the walk either way at all times of the year. It is such a gorgeous, gorgeous loop and it takes in beautiful ocean views, beach views. They even have seals come down there often in the winter months. But yeah, the poppies were a little bit underwhelming. They were still beautiful and there were some nice little patches of red. But I've been previous years where it's literally, like I said in the clips earlier, a literal sea of red. But yeah, I guess they were a bit underwhelming. I think I put a little story on my Instagram saying, was I too late? Was I too early? And lots of people were saying you're a little bit too late and they were a bit more visible and impressive last month. So I think I was a little bit late to the game. But as I said, it was still a really lovely evening walk. It's a few days later now. It's Saturday and I'm at my mum and dad's house in the Lizard. I have come for the weekend because it's Father's Day tomorrow. So just having some family time. And I also am here because last week my parents got a brand new miniature Schnauzer puppy. I did actually meet him last weekend. I popped around and said hello, but I haven't spent the weekend here and like properly got to bond with this little puppy dude, and he is so cute. Honestly, he is just the most adorable addition to the family. We've already got our gorgeous boy miniature Schnauzer Flint, who is nearly 10 years old, but we wanted to get him a little pal to play with, and so yeah, we've got another Schnauzer and they seem to be getting on okay. There's been a few barking episodes where they're kind of like marking their territory a bit. Flint has had to put Ronnie in his place a few times, but he's also been really good with him and like teaching him what to do, calming him down when he's having a little whimper at night. It's really, really cute. Lots of puppy cuddles this weekend. I can't wait to show you guys him. Kind of making me a little bit puppy broody too, guys. Just heading down to the village now to grab a quick coffee. It's Father's Day today and the weather is so beautiful. Me and my mum always joke that on Father's Day it's always on like the longest day of the year. I think it is actually, today is the longest day of the year, and Mother's Day is always on the day when the clocks go forward, which means mums lose sleep. But yeah, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. I am just heading down into the village now just to grab a little iced coffee because it's so warm today, and just to stretch my legs really, get out the house and enjoy the sunshine. Off to my fave coffee spot in the Lizard, which is Coast. It's this really cute cafe, do great coffee. If you're here, definitely check them out. got the goods. Let's go on a little walk. Maybe down to the lighthouse. Me and my stage fright this morning as well for vlogging in public. Oh god. Okay, I've got onto a stretch of coastal path now where I feel like I can actually talk without getting stage fright. But the village actually seemed really quite quiet this morning, but best believe it is going to get busy because it's a beautiful day, it's Sunday, it's Father's Day, and the Lizard is a really popular tourist spot. It's just such a nice place, honestly. I would highly recommend coming to the Lizard if you are visiting Cornwall. Even though it does seem quite out the way, it's quite far south. It is actually the most southerly point of the UK. It's well worth it when you get here. You're going to see that in this vlog anyway, because I'm about to share the most stunning scenery you've ever seen. I'm back home now and I realised as I'm editing this vlog ready to go out that I didn't even film an outro, so this is me doing just that. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. It's a bit of a random one and a bit of a short and sweet one too, considering the length of some of these vlogs that I post on YouTube, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. It was kind of more about me just picking the camera back up and like getting back into the flow of vlogging because I really miss it and do want to be a bit more consistent with it. So I think this vlog did the trick, even though probably feels a bit random to you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the walks that I went on, and I will pop all of the details for those ones and where they were in the description below. And also I hope you enjoyed meeting the new family pet, Ronnie. He is so cute and he's doing really, really well with my mum and dad. I'm going to be hot-footing it back over to theirs as soon as humanly possible for more puppy cuddles. Thank you so much if you've made it this far through the vlog. Really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.